Ben 10 is a goated show, arguably the best cartoon in the world, but there are a couple of things that I can bet bother every fan even more than seeing other goated shows that aren't as good as Ben 10 get better ratings, seeing Ben 10 below first place in cartoon rankings, or even the depressing reality that we will never get to hold our own Omnitrix. And that is all the retcons the show has.
Let's first talk about Kevin. Now, for this case, you might not realize it's a retcon till you pay attention to details. In the first series, he was just a street kid committing petty crime to survive till he meets with Ben, who befriends him, and Kevin pays him back by taking his powers and framing him for crimes. They then clash, and Ben whoops his ass for the second time till Kevin mutated and had 8-year-old me quaking in my boots for Ben. On the side note, Kevin's mutations were one of the top moments of animations in the show.
Now, as I was saying, Kevin pulled an Uno reverse card during the fight and started laying some hands on Ben, and almost ended him. You would never imagine they'd become friends at this point. Fast forward to Alien Force, which is hikey the best era of Ben 10, and I will die on that hill. Kevin has connections to the plumbers through his dad. Now this is where the retcon is clear. You see, Grandpa Max is also a plumber, and he knew Kevin's dad in Alien Force, but in Classic he didn't know who Kevin was. To him, Kevin was just a hooligan Ben met. There's multiple other retcons in the show, like how Gwen's powers work, or how Ben got the Omnitrix through directly veering it off course, or how they just kind of forgot about Primus. But I don't really consider the others as retcons, more like added detail. Now all these amount to nothing when compared to what I consider to be the biggest reveal in the entire series. In Omniverse, the series with the most retcons, Kevin's Osmosian identity was restructured. So it turns out that Osmosians were actually mutants, and not some alien race, and just like that, Kevin's entire identity erased. Now, the number one character this brings to mind is Ragnarok. He basically just died for no reason. With this much manipulation done by Savantis, I am honestly surprised he isn't a bigger threat. Anyway, in light of information from the ink tank about Ben 10's development by Man of Action, it's revealed that it was originally only intended to last for one season. The show was just too successful to let go, so their vision didn't reach that far, and it also had different writers with each series, so it was a victim of its own success and different ideas. All in all, Kevin was changed the most out of any character.
But I still feel like they could have written the Ragnarok story better. For instance, how he escaped from prison, how the portal was just open, how he failed to teleport, why Kevin took the key from him, how did Kevin even escape the ship in the first place? Because he just magically appeared on Earth conveniently right next to Ben and Gwen. This episode at least needed an arc to cover it.
Drop whatever retcons you thought were most noticeable in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.